Candace, and welcome back to day 10 of my 100-day health challenge. So today is gonna have to be a really quick check-in because I have lots to do and it's later in the evening, and so I'm going to need to finish up some things, make sure I can do my bedtime routine, and then get to bed at a good and reasonable time because I'm improving on that, but I want to keep improving on it. So yesterday I know was a little heavier. I really hope some of you all got some encouragement out of it. I have to say how hard it was, honestly, to even just look at the camera and be saying those things to myself even. It was kind of a good thing for me too. I was speaking to you all, but sometimes there were moments I had to pause because I saw myself in the picture, and it's something I'm working on too. And so I had to actually go back and sometimes I had to rewatch the video later and just kind of be like, those things do apply to me too. And so it's not just you all too, it's things I'm saying to myself too. And it's not always easy some days, but it's the truth. And so today, I update on weight. So I am 2 pounds down in addition to what I've already lost. And what I'm noticing is there's a little bit of a slow, which is expected because again, my average weight loss that I was expecting was 1 to 2 pounds per week, and I've exceeded that already. But I don't want to get too much because my focus, of course, is to be healthy and to be living balanced in all areas. So not just about weight loss, even though that's important too. And so, but I think the next step now that I'm taking one step at a time. We don't want to be, I was talking to somebody today talking about how they're micro changes. We don't need to be making these huge changes because huge changes to our routine or all these things at once can actually make it so that we're not able to sustain that and keep that going in the long term. And this is all about living a healthy life in the long term, about 100 and beyond, whatever that looks like for us. That's the goal, is slow and steady pacing and small changes, micro changes, a little bit at a time. So last week for me was all about getting into a routine of eating 3 meals a day and trying to eat as healthy, whole foods, as straight, as original, as close to what it looked like when it came out of the ground or wherever it came from as I could get. And so for me, even part of that was just getting myself back into the habit of taking time to eat 3 meals, actually sit down and eat, even if those times were a little bit off still, eating 3 meals a day, and then taking my supplements on a regular routine again, adding in the new system, and just getting the nutrition up and going. So then this week, my focus is really, I've already done some of it and it's going really well to improve my rest and stress management. But along with that, so those kind of routines are going better. And I'm not trying to make too many changes at once, but kind of like I talked about before, 3 of my main things are about base nutrition and smart supplementation and movement. And so that is, I've kind of come a long way already in getting back into good eating habits. And I'm gonna be continuing to slowly improve that. And then I've been doing my supplementation better than I even was before and adding those things in. And now I think the next piece I need to look at is intentional movement. So yes, I've been getting up and walking around during work. I've been trying to set my alarm or just making sure every now and then I just get up and move. I move while I'm sitting. I'm not just sitting completely still. When I'm cleaning or doing things, but I want to now look at putting some intentional movement or exercise routines in place. And so I'm gonna start by aiming for 2 to 3 times a week to be getting at least 30 minutes of some kind of exercise, and preferably something that is not strenuous to the point of hurting myself, but a little bit more challenging. So getting my heart rate up and getting sweaty and actually moving, not just something simple. So whether that be gauging my walking pace right now and then slowly adding to that, or dancing, actually intentionally looking up a dance routine and doing that 2 to 3 times a week, that is now my kind of next piece. So my 2 big things I'll be focusing on are rest and stress management, continuing that, and then movement, that exercise intentionally 2 to 3 times a week. And so that'll be kind of my gauge, 30-minute increments at least. If I can do more without hurting myself or putting pressure on myself, then that's great. But even just starting with that 15 to 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, I think will be great. And so that's my goal, to see how that goes. So this is my quick check-in. I am super excited to continue doing this. Tonight is just one of those nights where I have tons to do, but I also want to be able to get my bedtime routine and get to bed. And so I'll check in more tomorrow. I hope you all have had a good day and have had some success in your goals, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.